really close to each other. We eventually got touchy with one another and I sucked her boob. Hold up, how did they just get to touch with one another? Next thing, what's going on, fam? Unicorn. I've been feeling good, hey man, you know what it is? It's your boy Segzy Unicorn, the one and only Mxhosa was Pitori, said the Lokopi, yes sir. And this is episode 23 of Come Cav. This is your show where I wrap up everything that happened during the week. Anything funny that trended, anything sad, anything that trended this week was a hot topic on the TL. Trust me, I got you. So without further ado, Come Cav, what happened this week? Issue, yes sir. So top of the week, my boy, like Sunday day. So there's this video that I cover. I'm like, no ways, bro. Like, I couldn't believe this. I was shocked.
Hello, man. Hi. 3, 2, 1, stand. First in the wings.
Like, what happens now? Like, cause she was about to get her food, the bros say what's up, they say drive by for real. And guy, I couldn't believe. I was like, nah guys, this is how niggas is moved, dog. Like, the food didn't even touch the car, boy. Like that, you know that we all know that window. That window's a very short space, bro. You just grab homeboy, you understand the timing. He had to make sure as soon he runs. This is heavy calculations, dog. Like, he needs to make sure his run reaches perfectly at the same time. Cause now what happens? You saw that lady was like, the KFC lady, she's like, nah, bro, it's done. Like, what do I do now? It's over. You know, streetwise 2 for zinger wings, gone. Just like that. I mean, surely she probably had to make food again. But now every time they pass food out the window, niggas want to scope on some, you know, they must take an empty bag and then they do this out the window. Then if they see a nigga pause, they're like, I quickly take your actual food. And then what also happened this week though, this one it was funny and cute. Like, okay, so this lady, Masejo Malesa, she tweets, she's like, yo, my 60-year-old sister says she's moving out. People are like, hey, but what do you mean? Then update, she's like, she packed her bags, guys. And then Masejo posted this video. She's like, anyway, I just helped her with the last of her things. Homegirl is not having it. Like, the bag is the same height as her. She does not care. She doesn't know where she's going. She probably, I don't know if she has a plan. She's only 6. Like, is she gonna sleep at the park or something? I saw some other tweets. Somebody's like, lives us waiting for outside. And then someone else, a friend of mine, and she tweets, she's like, yo, choosing yourself from a young age. Someone is like, self-care, love it for her, queen already. And hey, I guess, you know, it's self-care. Guys, protect your energies at all costs. That's what people say, even from a young age. From the age of 6, protect your energies. If you're fed up, you're fed up. If mom told you can't watch Brett's movie now, you say, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? She's so fed up. Like, she's made her mind. You can't change her. Like, she's there fully, you know. But it's that moment of, I'm sure inside she's like, hey man, I'm waiting for someone to say please don't leave. Because you know those moments, like when you're about to leave, then like, please don't leave. Like, oh, now we're sorry, what you can watch Bresci. Like, yes, let me watch it all, Zam, you understand? But next thing, no one said please don't leave. She packed her bags. You sure that was her last bag? In her mind, she's like, guys, somebody, anybody, please say don't leave. I'll stay. Like, I'm not going. No, I ain't got no plans. And then what also happened this week, but it's actually not just this week, it's been an ongoing matter, but it only like trended this week and a lot of people started to know what's happening about the situation, myself included, only this week. So if you guys haven't seen, there's a hashtag going around, end SARS, and the hashtag Congo is bleeding. And if you don't know, I'm gonna fill you guys in. I feel like everyone needs to be educated. Everybody needs to educate yourself. So I just like to use my platforms to shed light on the matter and just to spread awareness, because that's the most, unfortunately, that's the most we could do. In Nigeria, there's an hashtag end SARS movement against police brutality and oppression, especially among the youth. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, was put in place to protect civilians and armed robbers, but they have instead murdered, harassed, tortured and raped citizens. The movement is a call to end SARS and totally reform the police force. There were a lot of videos of the protests, people dying, people being shot just for peaceful protests. Like, the SARS have already been an issue and people want SARS to end, and they just go ahead and prove their point on why it should end, you know. And apparently it's been going on for bare time, like it's not just now, and unfortunately only light is only being shed on the matter now. But I feel like we all have to do our bit to raise a little bit of awareness where we can help, because there's not much we can do, especially if you don't live there, you're not people in power in high positions, such as our president, who's like the chair of the African Union, hasn't said anything yet, but hopefully he will. Hopefully it gets addressed, because lives are being lost, innocent lives for no reason at all. And then in the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, there's a silent Holocaust going on. Thousands of people have been killed and a lot more displaced in the aftermath of brutal attacks and fighting by the armed groups in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Eastern Congo in particular has been racked with violence for years as various groups compete for control of rich mining areas. And with the situation in Congo, it's very disheartening, it's sad to read about, sad to hear, see the videos, all the pictures, because this is all just about the coins. Really, it's just really niggas fighting over mining, and at the end of the day, it's the world we live in. Capitalism is a real thing, but at what cost? We can't have people lose their lives for nothing, and you just feel so helpless when you sit at home and read all these things. But I guess this is my way of somewhat helping. Make sure you guys please do sign petitions. I'm gonna put a few that do help with the link in my description, so just go down in the description. I'm gonna have a link there on ways we can help from home, because a lot of us feel helpless right now. So I'll link you guys to a lot of organizations involved in the specific countries that help with everything going on in those situations. And then what also happened this week, another installment of kids whiling, so someone tweets now, she's like, my nephew will come to my room and take my ears off to tell me the most random things, and I have to be interested. Yo, hi. Then she posted this video of one of the things her nephew was saying to her.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, I know 100 plus 10 equals to what?
What?
Equals to 1000.
I know 100 plus 10 equals to what? What? Equals to 1000. Then you know what part finished me? After she turns to the camera, she's like, this nigga. I'm sure he had that mini moments. That Jimmy Neutron moments. That's you know what I'm saying? He's like, no man. At the end of the video, he's like, I man, no. But she ended it. And I just thought it was guys, kids are moving out. Kids are learning that 10 plus 100 is 1000. It's just funny, because at the end of the video, he's like, I man. You know that thing of when parents or whoever really, but mostly parents do that, I man, the 10 man. Let's say your mom or your dad left these glasses somewhere, no, I'm sure hey man, they're over there. Those glasses, they 10 plus 100. You know what I'm saying? Hi, and then what else happened this week? This one was a maza. It's just is this real, dog? Is this real life? So if you guys don't know, Pastor Bushiri, you know what I'm saying, was arrested. You know what I'm saying? His wife was initially taken in, and then Pastor Bushiri handed himself over to the Hawks, because you guys know the past 2 weeks, even on Come Cav, the Hawks have just been hawking, just wow everybody, you know what I mean? And then his church, when I say Pastor Bushiri's church was not having it, his sons and daughters someone else tweeted, they're like, the Hawks are jealous of our papa, they will burn in hell, papa will prove he didn't do. Yeah, guys, people are really ride or dies for this bro. For real, For real, like people are really ride or dies for these bros. Then someone tweeted this: Bushiri congregants using holy water to get rid of the hawks. They are screaming fire, fire at the hawk's car. Surely this is a cult, bro. No ways, bro. Did you guys see that girl? She threw that, she lahlum lens, and you know she did that lahlum lens like Michael Jackson. She just as if that as if that was gonna take the demons out of the hawk's car, like dog. Like no, guys, this guy. I don't know how, I don't know, but people are really ready to risk their lives for this bro. It's crazy, dog. And then I saw some other tweets. I was like, nah, here. Someone's like, oh, Papa and Mama, I didn't sleep last night knowing that you're not sleeping on your comfortable beds. I left my comfortable bed and slept on the floor just to share the pain you're feeling in those cold cells. The devil is a liar and his agents are called the Hawks. Surely not. Surely, but guys, I'm just like, what's going on at that church? Something must be cracking that holy water they sprinkle, because surely everyone is ready to ride or die for these bros, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm like, let's have what's so now about this church?
Wait a moment.
Boy, you guys know that one. That's the number right there. I'm sure. Imagine, I might just, jump in that call, say fire to the Hawks, cause if they bumping like that in the church, yeah, Pastor Bush, Pastor Bushiri, what am I saying? But the same border, cause same WhatsApp group, But it's crazy, dog. And then this is where I drew the line. I was like, nah, guys, you can't tell me this, bro. You can't be taking this seriously.
One of my sons is proposing you.
Yes, man of God.
One of my spiritual sons.
Yes.
In the protocol is proposing you.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, man of God.
Don't accept him.
Yes.
No ways, dog. Hey, but I guess to each their own. But hey, to each their own scam at this point, cause nah, boy, no ways. And then on the last story, now this was a mazza. This one shook the TL, boy. I don't remember. It's been a minute since the TL shook like this. But basically, what happened was there was a TikTok that was posted on the TL, ne? About best friends, male best friends, whatever. Then some bro Teporanko, he's like, yo, female besties really do this to test the waters. I know this for a fact. People are like, hi, hectic. That means, he probably rocked his female bestie, it's whatever. Oh boy, then he comes with a thread. Homeboy said, I'm about to give you guys this info. So he's like, yo, if you know me, you'll know that I had a female best friend around 2018. We lived on Perth Road, remember? If I'm not with the gents, I'm definitely with her. We did everything together. When I say everything, I mean everything. The gents thought there was something fishy happening between her and I, but nothing of that sort. She eventually hooked me up with her mate. So here's the twist. She hooks me up with her mate, then tries to brick the mates. This was the worst thing I've ever witnessed. Guys, when I say we did everything, I mean grocery shopping, movies, lunch, etc. We even cooked together. I wouldn't have takeaways without considering her, ever. At some point, we started not like this. At some point, we started showering together. I mean, this was my female best friend. I trusted her, she trusted me. We were really close. So this what you guys this what you guys be doing. Like, So when people say female bestie, it's female bestie. Shower to. How did it even start? Is my question. Like, how do you even like set that on the table? Like, hey bestie, let's shower together. Oh, we're bad. Just like in the shower. But hey, let me finish the thread. I remember there was a time I went to an interview and she was going home. She cooked before she went home, dished up, and she put food in the fridge with a little note. I'd always wonder how every time she hooked me up with a friend of hers, they'd eventually clash and not speak anymore. Then she got a boyfriend. As a gent, I understand how I'd feel if my hand had a male bestie, so I kind of distanced myself. She was my neighbor, so I avoided spending time with her so she could spend time with her mans. So when they were taking showers together, it's not like they were flatmates, housemates, roommates. They were in separate houses. Neighbor, come over, let's shower, let's go to it. Okay. His name was B, let's call him that. We all live in West Dean and he was the first boyfriend. They were chilled, but she'd tell me everything about him, including his shortfalls. I mean, that's what you do as a bestie. You guys speak about the relationship. The dude and I were cool. Honestly, I remember we once walked to Kasatane in Westbury and we spoke. He asked me about his Han and I told him she's perfect. I remember that night very well. We drank Black Label. I mentioned she's my neighbor, right? So eventually her and the boyfriend had sex. That's where things get weird. I'd hear them. Okay, then he tags a friend. He's like, then Bandile_Banks would ask me, boy, what's going on with you and the girl? And I'd always tell him that things were just strictly platonic. I remember bumping into another brewery. At another brewery, I remember bumping into Nkosana_KN at Campus Square. I was with her and he was like, nah, boy, this is crazy. You guys are too close to be friends. Her first relationship failed. Cool. Then she got another gent. Their relationship seemed interesting, but according to her, the homie would always ask about me. Because he's the bestie. Eventually, they broke up and that's when things got worse between her and I. We were both single, so we were more free around each other. We continued doing things together and that only brought us closer. We had our cards linked to our banking apps, so if she had to Uber from somewhere, she could just Uber or buy food for herself. Yo, besties linking each other's cards? Surely couples who date don't even do that. But hey, she was definitely a good person. We had our mishaps here and there, but she was a good person. Then for change of environment, she'd study at my place. We were watching a movie one day and there was a kissing scene. Oh boy, I think we all know how this goes. We usually watched movies in the dark, so that complicated things a bit. That particular scene was hectic. We kept looking at each other. I slipped in a couple of... When he says slipped in, what is he saying? Where is he slipping in? Is he slipping along? Is he sleeping in? What's the vibes? Then he's like, I can't remember the movie, but she whipped out her phone and we got really close to each other. We eventually got touchy with one another and I sucked her boob. Hold up, how did they just get to touch with one another? Next thing, what's going on, fam? Like, hi, and then he tweets, he's like, yo, got my act back together quick. I apologized and she told me not to. But the drive? Things were never the same afterwards. This was a couple of days before my birthday, by the way. She bought me a couple of gifts and my favorite cake. We moved in together on my birthday. Now things got more hectic. Surely this is as hectic as it. Like, how do you get more hectic than this? We were literally in each other's spaces always. If she went to her house for the day, she'd come back and we chilled. Sundays were always the best. We go to Campus Square, but whatever we needed, grab breakfast, come back, chill and cook. After cooking, we always had something to do. We'd start drinking, rolling and preparing ourselves. We'd even have a skincare routine. I remember at Chum's VL bumping into us and she was carrying a huge bag. Remember? She's asking the one they at it. So since we moved in together, we shared a bed. We moved in together around May 2018 towards the end of the month. See, not even I could wrap my head around that situation, but we literally shared a bed. Cuddles secured. The 6th of June in 2018, I remember that day very well. I was writing Law of Contract at around 3 a.m. Homeboy said I was writing Law of Contract 3 a.m. 6th of June in 2018. Hey. Okay, at around 3 a.m., you know what I'm saying? The cuddling got intense. We somehow escaped that temptation and got it together at around 6 a.m. Well, let's just say life was never the same afterwards ever. With every tweet, life is never the same for this bro, you know what I'm saying? Hectic chats, brother. Then he's like, ever since that day, nothing was the same between her and I. Having female best friend is really cool, I won't lie. But the minute feelings got involved, it's a rap like muchachos. Good night, guys. Boy, what in the... Hey, boy. What in the scandal is this, my boy? What is going on? And then someone was like, yo, Tempo cooked up his own Tyler Perry Temptation script. Temptations, my boy. This is literally a Tyler Perry movie, bro. Fully bar for bar, Tyler Perry, this is it. And then, no, boy, people started going in on this story, boy. And then someone's like, Tempo's story. You see season 1, 2, 3. You know, 1 and 2, it was a strong story. Towards the end of the story, it just fell apart. What's going on is a mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, people find it very hard to believe. And then some bro retweet is like, babe, I'm in the shower with Tempo. I'll text you later. And then someone else tweets, they're like, hey, babe, I'm in the shower. Let's Tempo. I'll call you back.
I've been in this club too long. The woman that I would try.
Do you see how this nigga's driving, dog? Who drives like this? Like, legs crossed, one leg over the other. Homeboy's contemplating his whole life looking outside the window. And then someone else, they're like, yo, it's Tempo tagging his friends so they could back up his pitch for that romantic drama series for me. And it's the same for me too. Because really, this is like top tier screen. I would watch this. Like, I would watch this on screen. Like, because there's someone got it. Like, homeboy, make sure you better patent the idea. Trust. It could bang on TV. And then someone was like, Tempo's friends right now, after they were at it.
It was butterscotch. Should always be having like sex with like a naked with a guy who's there. Remember on ETV?
As a virgin,
I don't know these things. And then she'll stand there like.
Your friends were at it like, hey, me, I don't want to smoke. And then, then someone was like, the best friend's boyfriend.
Ba fana ga manyape go showa jila a joba no ya berekin do ya utheng a ka mo cheka sho unele love bite mo letswele ba mo nyanya matswele in my absence ba mo nyanya letswele wa man
Le tata ba o hana tswelele
wa mara gape yona
tshedi tshimodo a ke tsheke tse ya bothoko monno tshedi ntshi ana taba le tsona o hana taba o nyanya letswele.
In my absence, oh, bro, that's the main thing, bro. That's the one worry. Like, showers aside, you know, there's only one issue here. Guys, it's very hectic. And then to end off the whole story, Tempo, the bro of the whole crazy experience he lived through, went on this live, and people were like, yo, bro, you gotta unfold. And this is what he had to say.
Like, I'm you're tapping, dog. I don't like this for you. Like, I don't like this for you.
No. Listen.
I want to believe
thing
you.
Is, no. Thing is, dog, no one legit has to believe me, right? But people who know. Like, no. People who know.
Okay, so they must come onto this live and tell us.
Not really. Well, it's gonna end now. Now I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna sleep. But yeah.
Hey, I guess, you know, those who know. You know, if you guys don't believe, you know, I fully believe them, guys. Like, for real. Like, I'm telling you, like, you guys can be neighbors in different buildings and still wanna be together, take showers all the time. You know what I'm saying? Best friends, best bomba, sucklets, oil, all of that. You know what I mean? I fully believe the story. And then what all? Alright, and then on this week's segment of Come Cav, this plug, trust me, I got you guys the drops. Trust me and trust it. Yo, the homegirl Indigo Stella finally dropped her first single, being independent again, after she split ties with Maestro Records. She dropped her first single titled Hungry.
I'm so hungry for this. It's these niggas wish I was. Fake ones mad I left them, but you had it come.
boy, when I say she's hungry, like, boy, she's hungry for real, dog, and she's coming with the heat. So make sure you guys go check that out. And then on the 25th of October, a very clean bro, this other bro right of, you know, by the name of KhonazZz, is dropping a single on the 25th of October. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? KhonazZz is a very versatile type artist. Like, homeboy be coming through with the hums on some Kapstad Kadi vibes, coming through with the raps, like rapping and just be singing. So I'm really excited to hear. So make sure you guys go pre-save. The single drops 25th of October. You know what I'm saying? As you're watching this, that's basically in 2 days on Sunday. So make sure you guys go check that out. All the links to both these songs will be in my description below. And hey man, I just want to thank you guys for watching. It's crazy. We've come a long way. 1.2, we're chasing 1.3 subscribers. So I want to thank you, each and every one of you guys, for subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Please do run up the subscriptions. Like, run it up. Subscribe. Like, if you're watching this, like, and you laughed at least once, please just say subscribe. It's free, no cost, no nothing. Please just subscribe. But hey man, it's been your boy Segzy, unicorn, the one and only copy. And Come Cav, what happens next week is show. Yes sir. They wanna see me down on my knees. 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 I like the way you talk, babe. I like the way you walk, babe. Ah. Yeah, this is what you guys don't see. Niggas look dumb posing for thumbnails, bro. Like, imagine me, I'm alone in my room, bro. I'm already looking crazy to my mom, yeah, because I'll be filming videos alone, I'm laughing, you know. Now I'm out here, hey. But I appreciate you guys for watching, man, and yeah, comment thumbnail if you made it this far. Issue. Yes,